What's up everybody, 49's Fine, back at you again today with another precious metals video, and today I wanted to talk about why I think before very long, in the not too distant future, $30 silver might be a bargain. First off, let me preface the video by saying this is not financial advice, this is for entertainment purposes only. My goodness, that is spotting so bad. That's something that I'm going to have to grow to accept is all of these are going to tarnish. They're all going to spot. They're all going to kind of degrade in their appeal before long. I'm going to have to accept that. I'm pretty OCD about the way my rounds and coins look, but that's just a part of stacking that I'm going to have to accept, is that these things, they don't stay pristine looking forever. So anyways, so today I just kind of wanted to talk about the recent price action that we've seen throughout the past couple of months. Right now, it is the 5th of June. That's the date of filming. And silver has seen a ton of price action. We sat in the mid-20s for about 4 years, from 2020 to April of 2024. And then we saw a ton of price action, a huge increase in silver spot throughout May. And now in June, so far, at the beginning of June, it's cooled down a little bit. It dropped down below $30 for, I think, just one day. And now it's sitting back up over $30 today. So, and I feel, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, obviously. There are some bearish things around silver right now, like the overproduction of solar panels in China. That demand may drop here in the not too distant future. That could possibly drop the spot price of silver. It is also an election year. Things are more tense right now. They're always more tense during an election year, so maybe that is supporting the price of precious metals as well right now. Maybe that support will go away after this next election, once all the tension kind of settles, once we get our new president, whoever that ends up being. Maybe precious metals drop some from that. But I want to focus on probably what I believe to be the main motivator for precious metals, and that motivator is inflation. And inflation is never going to go away. It's not going to go away because we are in a fiat system, and they're printing these dollars out of thin air with no basis to them whatsoever. And they're going to continue to do that. And as of June 2024, they haven't done any rate cuts, and we're still losing plenty of value to the dollar every second of every day. And if they ever do push through these rate cuts that they've been talking about for the past year and a half, inflation's going to get even worse. Credit usage is going to go higher. Interest is going to be derived from a lot of loans, and inflation is going to go higher. I think that is the bedrock for the value of precious metals. The fact that the most common currency in the world, the United States dollar, the world's reserve currency, isn't actually worth anything in reality. I think that is the biggest motivator for price action, positive price action in precious metals. And I don't think it's going to change. I think it could get worse in the future, especially with rate cuts. So I think $30 silver might be a bargain. Now, with that said, it could drop back down to $25, $26 an ounce. That's totally possible. But I'm kind of a little bit more bullish than that. I think we're going to sustain a $29 to $30 price range. Realistically, I think silver is worth a lot more than $30. I think it's been price suppressed for a very long time. The gold and silver ratio did close a little bit with silver going over $30, but there's still a huge gap between the two. And I think this metal still has more room to grow. I think it's got more things going for it than it has against it. And as our dollar gets closer and closer to crashing, people are going to start realizing that. And I also think that online, precious metal stacking is becoming more popular. I'm a new channel. I'm a new YouTube channel. I see several other new YouTube channels that haven't been around for very long. People are starting to come out of the woodwork to support this lifestyle, and more people are talking about this. I think it's becoming more commonplace. People are starting to understand what this is. A lot of younger people under 40, aren't really even knowledgeable about any of this because it's kind of been pushed to the side over the past few decades. I think silver and gold stacking used to be much more popular in the younger generations than it is now. No one my age even ever talks about this stuff. So I think that's going to change. I think stacking is going to take a hold on American culture in a stronger way moving forward into the future because, all the millennials, all the Gen Zs, they're all talking about how everything is so expensive. That's all you see on social media is people complaining about how everything is so expensive. And it is. Everything is very expensive. But people don't know what to do. They don't know where to put their money. The stock market is risky. It's extremely volatile. It's overvalued whenever you compare it to the national GDP. If you want to look up anything about like how the stock market is overvalued, look up the Buffett indicator, Warren Buffett indicator, and it'll kind of explain to you why a lot of people are starting to think that the stock market is grossly overvalued. I think it's very greedy right now. I think it could crash in the not too distant future. So everything is so uncertain. Everything is so uncertain. And it's the hardest on the young people because the young people haven't had time to establish themselves. They don't have any appreciating assets. They don't have a house that's going to go up in value over time. They don't have their car paid off. They have a bunch of credit card debt. They haven't secured a career that pays them a decent amount of money. And if they do have that career that's paying them a decent amount of money, they've probably got a lot of college debt on top of that they still have to pay off. So with all this economic frustration and financial frustration, I think that something as stable as silver and gold is going to start getting looked at a lot more by the younger generation. And once the younger generations kind of adopt this and start moving some of their capital into a safe place like silver and gold, it's only going to support the price of these metals more. So it's a very generalized look at the market, I know, but I really do genuinely believe that $30 silver is here to stay. Sure, it might drop down to $28, $29 here and there, but I think the $30 price level is getting more and more normalized. We hit it back in the 80s, we hit it in 2011, and now we hit it again in 2024. I think it's here to stay this time. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about the future of the silver spot price. Do you think it's going to go over 30? Do you think it's going to hold at 30? Or do you think we're destined to go back down to $22 like back in 2020? Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. I love talking to you guys. Peace.